Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Out of the gun, Tannehill. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And an Eagle first down.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. He was covered by Jamal Adams.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Incomplete.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Kenneth Murray gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. They'll fire one downfield for Finn.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
8 yards on the pick.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 16 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on him.
A big pickup of 38.
They gash him in a big way on that last run, and defense fortunate to tackle him on the 2-yard line, but doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with the defense's plan. And that's the one thing the coordinator has to do and make sure the confidence stays high. Okay, sometimes they're going to get a big play against us, but that doesn't mean we change everything and abandon our game plan. But now they have to stiffen and try and keep him out of the end zone.
Brings up 2nd.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Tannehill now to throw. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The score, Eagles 3, Chargers nothing.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to, and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
On the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity, because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. He'll let this go deep for runs. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Eagles' 33-yard line.
Here's one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fitzpatrick. Now he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. L.A. set to take over again on offense. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So when you say time to get it, look at this. Big game. And it's picked up by the Eagles. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Eagles.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down.
First down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Tannehill He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own.
The Rams ready to go on offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
At the 40-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Chargers.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Badnewzbola, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game planned for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Tannehill. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Again, Tannehill. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. L.A. readies for its next possession.
And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA! Nicole Hardman. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Tannehill. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First down.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Tannehill. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. On first down, Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Jamison.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On the coverage.
Now it's Tannehill. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
3rd and long.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
To the sideline and incomplete. Grant Delpit on the coverage.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. To throw is Tannehill. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now working their way back onto the field, the Eagles defense. The Charger drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
2nd and 11. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got a man. Complete. And for a Charger touchdown. Nicole Hardman, 76 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Sly on for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Tannehill's pass.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made. No grounding.
For that, what's your thinking? Can I get down into that? I still wouldn't.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Oh, that's okay.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in the play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, And here he finds the open guy.
That's where I get it from, mommy.
Open down the middle of the field.
What do you mean? That's nothing to be proud of. He be getting mad at me for right
10 more for him.
And he be down
He's
here.
been a busy man. It's a first down.
Oh, Steve, I'm watching Soul Eater.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to
Yes,
build
Steve, I'm
on
about
and
to
maybe turn the tide.
Is this good? But Steve would change the channel. I'm going to go watch it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's 126. Aren't you supposed to be back to Mr. Allen?
Again.
Or you're supposed to be doing some work? It's not your time. I'm not talking to that. How many times have you said
Down inside the 35. Because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
You tell Miss Fitz you weren't able to get in the class. You just whipped the pass late and then
It was incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. The throw here going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
A 51-yard attempt.
What is this spark chart creator?
And this one is right down the middle. And that will make this a 9-point lead.
Chargers 22.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. That's into the hands of the tight end Buller. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Okay, come pick one of these.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball,
you cannot get behind this.
completion.
You need to work on your
Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. That kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles, what could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's Tressway now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Hardman on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
On the stop. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll set up a throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
The 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I love my pain. I love my pain.
Oh, yeah, work on Friday. I'm on Monday.
Again, it's Taylor.
You have to work on Monday. You have to work on Monday?
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, and despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse,
But I mean,
that
I think
would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Get some agua. I'll be running through 3 jugs for apple juice like it's water.
So they'll get a little extra time to come
Are
up
you
with this
working?
3rd
You should
down
be doing
play as
something.
we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football
That's not
League
what you're
on
about to
EA
do. I
Sports.
told you at 129. It is now 134. So you're about to do should have been done. So do then, bud. Have you done any
The
one?
Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Who left his food out?
He'll drop to throw.
Steven!
Incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
I don't know what just happened.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
There's a pass swung out left to his running back. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
The Eagles on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To the air again, Tannehill. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Ryan Tannehill sacked.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coach, I'd always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Too great, and he goes down once more. And after the sack, he's still down on the field.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Tannehill. Well, going deep here for Tanner. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
I have a question.
He's going to get this one down inside the 15.
Ball carrier.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, you'd say the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
3rd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All of the guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Why are all your books up here on the stove? This is a great way to start a fire. Why are they up here? You have all this right here. This is all you.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
No, she might already have a special class going on right now. So just
they'll run for it. Chubb, and he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now 1st and 10 at the 11.
Do some work. You say you never get a break?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
I did not say getting back 5 minutes early.
Mommy, what day are we leaving for Mississippi?
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Tuesday. No, I have to work Tuesday. Take a day off. Dude, I'm already taking Wednesday and Thursday off. And then I have to work Friday.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
So wide receiver the ball.
That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
On the tackle. A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out tries the kicker in a big spot here.
A 29-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will give him a 12-point lead.
Eagles 13.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything counts trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25.
So now the Eagles down on the scoreboard. Exactly 1 minute remaining. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. On first down, it's Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
To Trent Taylor.
A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. That's caught at the 2. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's